Hello everyone, welcome to MeanLifeStudies. In the previous video, we have seen how to update different column values with reference of the same column or even other columns by using when and otherwise function, right? So now in this video, we are going to see how we can filter the data by using where class, or even you can also use the filter function to filter out the data from the given data frame. Okay, let's see what is the data frame that we have. That is data underscore df, right? So this is the data frame that we have now, and this is what we created from the last videos, right? So now we are going to filter out the data on the basis of any particular column, or you can also use multiple conditions also. Okay, first let's see, we are going to filter out only data analytics team. So how we can do that? So from the given data frame, that is data underscore df dot, you can also use either where class, or even you can also use the filter function also. Okay, first we'll see where class. You can see it's recommended where of, here you have to mention call of. So which column? I'm trying to filter out only data analytics team. Okay, so department of, okay, this is the column from the given data frame. Now equal to I'm just using data analytics. Okay, so now I want to see this result, so that's why I'm just using show button. Now you can see here that's going to return only data analytics team. So we filter out the data. Even if you want to return back to store into any other, you are going to store it to any other. Okay, I'm just using data underscore data analytics. So if you want to store like this, you can also show, you can also store. Okay, and then you can also mention data analytics. You can able to see this one. So now we created a data. I mean, only these two rows will be stored into this particular data frame, right? So this is how you can also filter out the data by using where class. So not only this condition, you can also use multiple conditions also. Okay, let's see that now. So using where class, we can also filter. You can see data underscore df, and for that I'm just using where of. So call which column that we want to filter out. Now I'm just using department only. Here department equal to this time I'm just using which one do you want here, data science, is that right? So now data science, and then here when you are applying a multiple condition, you should keep them in a brackets, right? So parenthesis, you should mention it now. So this is one condition. For this entire condition I'm just adding one more, that is and operator, and because of we are adding multiple conditions now. So again call of, here I'm just adding salary. Okay, this salary has to be greater than, now you can see. So in data science team, who are there? Like Hari is there, Ravish is there, whose salaries are 90,000 and 76,000, right? So now I'm just filtering out here whose salaries are greater than 80,000 only, and for that you have to keep them in a bracket like parenthesis. So this is one condition and this entire is one condition, right? So now you have to close this bracket for the starting one, right? Now you can see here. So if I try to look at this data, it has to return only one record. But how many people are there in data science team? Two people are there. But again, we are filtering with two conditions, right? So this condition has to be true and this condition has to be true, right? So that now you can see you'll be getting only one data, one record. Only this person like Hari. So whose salary is 90,000 and who is it? Data science team. So this is how you can also use multiple conditions to filter out the data with you by using where class. Okay, not only this one, let's see that now. Data underscore df dot where, I'm just directly using call of salary greater than 80,000. Okay, directly finding it. Now you can see how many records it's going to return. Dot show. I'm not changing anything back to our original data frame. I'm just looking at it. Now you can see here. So how many people are there actually? So there are total of 6 employees are there. But how many we are getting now whose salaries are greater than 80,000? This is the, these are the 4 employees whose salaries are greater than 80,000. Right. So even if you want to use less than also, you can see here. So you'll be getting remaining 2 employees. That is, those remaining whose salaries are less than 80,000. Right. So not only the single, so you can also use multiple also. Here we have used AND operator, right? AND operator, this is a logical operator, right? So that means both condition has to be true, then those respective records will be written. But here only one condition. Now I'm just adding one more condition here. I'm just using greater than only, greater than 80,000, and now I'm going to return here, this is one condition, and I'm just returning R here, R, again one more condition, call of department equal to software. Okay, and then adding one more condition, R, call of age is greater than 45. Okay, so how many conditions we applied here? So 3 conditions we applied, and you need to ensure that you have to close this bracket. Now you can see, able to see in red color, na? So you have to close that bracket. Okay, now you can see here. So proper closing. of all brackets. Now this is one condition in single bracket, and this is one condition in single bracket, and this is one more condition. So when you're applying multiple condition, you should keep them in a brackets like parentheses. Okay, each condition. Now how many records it's going to return? So it's going to return either those employees whose salaries are greater than 80,000 or whose department is software or whose age is 48. So likewise we are going to return all. You can see here how many records it's going to return. You can see it's returning like almost 5 records it's returning, right? Except only one. So only one, who is that? Let's see here. So how many? 1 2 3 4 6 is returning. So other than 5, so 5 whose age is 42, but we are trying to return greater than 45 now, so that's why it is not returning. And one more thing, either the department should be in software and salary has to be greater than 80,000. Now this person is not in a software department, and also his salary is not even greater than 80,000. So any of the condition is not satisfying for this particular record. So that is the reason we are not getting only this record, right? So now you can see here. So this is how you can also filter out the data with help of multiple conditions also. Okay, with the help of or logical operator. So even if you can use here and also, so that these two conditions has to be true and then this has to be true. I mean either of them. So either these two has to be true or this one has to be true. Okay, let's see here. Now if I use AND operator, now you can see how many records it's going to return. You can see here only 3 records, because of either the age has to be greater than 45 or software department should be there and whose salary has to be greater than 80,000. So this is the one. And for the remaining two, you can able to see their ages is greater than 45, right? I hope you understood. So this is how we can filter out the data with the help of where class. So you can also do the same thing with the help of filtered condition. I mean filter function also. Let's see that. So data underscore df dot show. So this is the function we have. Same thing. Now we are going to filter out the data again. You can see here data underscore df dot filter. So you can see here there is filter na? Filter of, I'm just using here, you can see here. So if I use name directly, how it's going to return. So if I use directly like Giri, you can see now. So it's going to return like here, you can see error. So what is the error? No column or string argument condition should be a column or the string, right? So you should not mention like this, because this is a name, right? So we need to ensure that this is a column from the given data frame. So how we could ensure that? By mentioning that this is a column, right? By using column function here. So call of this one has to be equal to Giri. Now you can see you'll be getting that particular record Giri. You can see now. So that is how you are going to mentioning that this is a column from the given data frame. You should not write alone. Okay. So now, I mean there are many other ways also we can write. Okay. I'm just following this one. Now if you observe, this is one record we are filtering out. Now if you want to filter only location also, you can see here call of location, or is some people are also writing like this one. So data underscore df dot location equal to Bangalore. Okay. So now if you see how it's going to return, you can see now. So we are returning, right? So there are different ways that we can write a code, guys. Okay. So now if you observe, this is one of the way that we can write. Now the same code that we can write like here data underscore df dot filter of. Now I'm writing like column of location equal to here Bangalore. Okay. This is also, I mean this is one of the way that we can also write by using column function, or else you can also write directly referring the data frame like data underscore df dot whatever the column that you want to filter on. Okay. So this is the another way, right? You can see the same data only returning, right? So not only this one, you can also apply multiple conditions also with the help of same filter. Okay. Let's do that now. So now data underscore df dot filter of, now I'm just following the first method like data underscore, you can also use same like call of location equal to Chennai, or now you can see when you are applying multiple condition, now you can see here I'm directly writing without having any brackets for a particular condition. Now you can see how it's going to return. So call of, I'm just using salary is greater than 50,000. Okay. Now if I try to look at this data, you can see how it's going to return. It's going to return error. You can see the error. So why? Because when you are applying multiple conditions, you have to mention them in brackets, okay, like parentheses. Now this is one condition and this is another condition now. So you have to keep them in a bracket. Now you can see if I execute this one, that's going to return the data whose either those are in Chennai or their salary has to be greater than 50,000. Now you can see Chennai records are returning, but remaining people whose salary has to be greater than 50,000. Now you can see here all of greater than 50,000 only, right? So now if I change this to 80,000, so now if you observe, either the Chennai employees are going to returning or whose salary has to be greater than 80,000. Now Chennai, these two records will be returned. Okay, and then whose salary has to be greater than 80,000. Who are they? Like Hari is there, and then okay, you can see here Mahi and this last record, like 2 and 6 is permanent because those are in Chennai, and either so this is also greater than 80 and this is not. Okay, this is Chennai now, so that's why we'll be getting this one, and then this is also greater than 80 and this is also greater than 80. So other than this 76,000 we will be getting all, so that you can see you'll be getting 5 records. You can see you are getting 5 records other than that particular data science person, right, whose salary is 76,000, that is less than, so that is not in either Chennai or that one, or this salary is greater than 80 na? So that is reason we are getting these 5 records. Okay, so this is how you can filter out the any data you want, or even if you want to store back to any data frame you wanted to store, you can mention it, no problem, right? So with any other you can mention it data, okay, like this. Okay, so that it will be stored into that particular data frame. Okay, whatever the filter data is there, now you can see that dot show that data only, like only 5 records will be returned. Okay, so this is how you can filter out any data, I mean any, on the basis of any condition you want, you can filter out the data. Okay, I hope you understood.